Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So we have another midnight ramblings, except this is more kind of, well, it's not really thought out. I've just got a lot of stuff I want to talk about and I don't really know how to say it, so I thought this would be a good place to just kind of say what you want to say. Okay, I just quickly bullet pointed everything I wanted to say because I'll forget. Basically, I always feel awkward doing this because I just don't know how to start it off. It's written upside down in my notebook. That's so annoying. I feel like there's just this kind of age, there's just so much to think about.
I just kind of want to step in here and say, in this video I say I'm stressed, like a lot. I'm actually not that stressed, it's just the way for me to describe how I'm feeling is saying I'm stressed, but I don't actually feel that stressed. It's just a lot going on in my head that I'm trying to figure out, that's taking up a lot of time and making me tired, not stressed. I just kind of want to repeat that because I say it a lot and I don't think I'm actually that stressed.
Because it's like, I mean, I'm at college at the moment, but it's like all of our lessons at the moment are doing personal statements and like UCAS applications, but at the moment I don't think I want to go to uni, or at least that's what I'm trying to decide. So like I feel like all my time at college is just being wasted because I'm sitting there doing nothing, because how can I write a personal statement for something that I'm not going to? Like, my teacher was like, you can just follow this thing and just fill in everything. So it's like a personal statement tool, but I couldn't fill in any of the stuff because I didn't know what I would write it about. As a fly. So yeah, so I've been struggling with that these last few weeks. Like, we've literally been doing this since we started back, so September, and these lessons I've literally just sat there like, it's so boring, because also I'm all up to date with all my photography work, and so like I can't really do anything if I've done all my work. Do you know what I mean? And like, yes, some people will be like, be proactive and do all of this, but it's hard to be proactive in something that you've kind of started to lose interest in. And it's not that I've lost interest in like photography itself. Like, I do enjoy doing photography, but not in that setting. I like doing photography on my own terms, in my own time, doing what I want to do. I hate like, oh, I don't know how to describe it. I just like really struggle with being told what to do. Like, I mean, tomorrow I've got to go, basically we're going into Leicester, into High Cross, and we've each been given a shop to look at and research about fashion, and I've got M&S, and I mean, yeah, it's good to like broaden whatever you need to look at, but like, I don't like M&S. Firstly, if I like fashion photography, it's nothing like M&S. I like the more chic, I don't know, like boho kind of stuff. Not like, no offense to anybody, but more like an older style for like, because I mean M&S is targeted towards like older women, and so I've got to basically go to Leicester, take a photo of the shop, see if I can get photos inside and research it. But like, I just feel like it's such a waste, and I feel like it's such a waste of my time being at college when I could be at home doing other stuff. And I know that sounds so like you know, you have to go to school and everything, but it's hard when it's uninteresting you at the moment. Like, I enjoy doing the actual photo shoots and I like writing everything into my sketchbooks, but when I have nothing to do in the lessons, it's just so boring. Like, literally most of my lessons I sit there doing nothing. I don't know how, there's some people in my course who seem to be doing stuff all the time, but I just don't understand how, because there's not that much to, like, I mean, there's a lot of work to do, but it's not that much work to do. I don't, like, I don't know. So I'm just kind of bored of college at the moment, and they're constantly saying, oh, apply to unis, you'll be so good, like, all of this. But I'm not going to apply to a uni that I don't want to go to, doing a course that I don't want to do, doing a subject that I don't want to do in the long run, and I don't want to waste my student loan and waste a ton of money on a subject I don't want to do. And like, they understand that obviously, but it's just really annoying because they're constantly like, oh, you're a really good student, you have so much potential, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I just have decided I don't want to do it. Like, I really enjoy doing photography, just not as a job. I would do it as like a hobby in like my own time, and so I'm just kind of sick of hearing teachers say that. And we have to do this whole progression thing, we have to write a blog, and so we're meant to go to open days, but I don't want to go to uni, so I haven't been going to open days. And we're just meant to be writing in all this like photography related courses that we like the look of and all this, and it's just like, how am I meant to do that if I don't actually like the look of it and find it that interesting? So yeah, and I've been trying to get that across to my teachers without sounding rude. It's kind of hard, especially when they like you. Like, I'm just saying this, but my teachers do like me, so yeah, that's kind of difficult. But I'm just kind of gonna get through. 2 people dropped out of my course today, which I mean, I'm not surprised about, and if I had something to do I would, but for now I just don't see the point when we're so close to finishing the qualification. I may as well complete it, get as good a qualification as I can get. I mean, I got a distinction in the first year. So yeah, and also we have to do a drawing qualification at college, which firstly I hate. I like doodling in my own time, but drawing I hate because you have to smudge pencil, and it's like a proper phobia. It makes me feel really like shivery and like shaky. It gives me goosebumps, it makes me feel a bit sick, and I just can't smudge and blend pencil, which means the whole part of drawing. But also I have to go in, and then I have a 2-hour 45-minute break till my next lesson, and so I'm coming in at 9 o'clock for this like long break, which I just don't need. And so it just puts me in like such a bad mood to start the day, and it then means that I'm kind of not rude to the teacher, but I'm just like in a bad mood, so I'm just a bit like, you know, and then I feel really bad because I feel like I'm being a horrible student. I just really hate this lesson, and I just feel like it's such a waste of time because it's giving me an extra qualification, yeah, but I don't need an extra qualification. It just feels like such a waste of time, and when it is a waste of time it makes me not want to go and puts me in a worse mood, so it's kind of difficult. Take a breath, Evie. And then also, I mean, I'm saying I don't want to go to uni. My plan, as I've said before, is next year take the year off, kind of like a gap year, but work just like a general job, like even where I work, if I get some more hours and work at another place for a few hours a week, save up money, figure out what I want to do. And I mean, I say this and I don't like saying this out loud because I just feel really like stupid, I don't know, but in like a dream world, my dream job, like I always say, oh, I don't want to work, I don't want to work, but in like a dream world, my dream job, I would work like musical theatre, on stage, musicals, dancing, singing, acting, but I'm not really good enough, at least I don't think I am. I mean, I'm not good enough to be like a singular professional dancer, and I know that, and I know that that is like an obvious thing because I'm not amazing, I'm average. Then I'm like not an amazing singer, so I could never do like solos, but I'm good enough to sing within a group and like sound good, you know. And acting, I have no idea. I don't really know if I can act. I've never really done acting. I've done like little bits that we've done in shows, but not full on like learning a script acting, if you know what I mean. So like I don't really know if I'd be good. So I don't really like to say it out loud because I feel like it's a big thing to say and it's a hard industry to get into, so I feel like if I say it out loud, I don't know, I just feel, what's the word, a bit naive? I don't know, but I don't know, there's something about being on stage and performing that I just love. Like, I love it. It's like, oh, like those nerves right before you go on, but as soon as you're on, like it just feels natural, and like it's just the best feeling. Like, I don't know, I just love to dance, I love singing, I can't really sing, and like I just love it, I really love it. And so if I could choose something to do for the rest of my life, that is what I would want to do. But it's so hard to get into, and I mean, you have to be the best of the best to do it, and I just don't quite think I'm there. So I mean, yeah, I'm struggling with trying to figure out what to do with my life, because what I want to do I don't think I can do. That's kind of hard. That's what I need to figure out, and I think, I mean, I see, I've always thought this, and I just, like, have just second guessed myself and been like, no. And then one of my friends has just recently been going and looking at all of these like dance colleges, looking at musical theatre courses and all of this, and she was telling me all about it and how she did a week's trial, been to the open days, and it just sounds so up my street. And I mean, yeah, she said that there was such a mix when they went. So she went to an Erdang week, and basically they did different classes, so like ballet, jazz, and then I think like singing and acting. Don't quote me on that because I'm not positive. But she said that they were split into groups of like similar abilities, but it would be, some people would be really good at ballet and then others wouldn't be like as good. But then the people who weren't as good at ballet were amazing at singing. And so like it was such a like variety. So like it was not that everyone had the full package, it's that everyone could do everything, but some were a lot better at other parts of it. And that kind of, I don't know, it made me think maybe I can actually do it, because I might not be an amazing singer, but I can dance pretty well. I mean, I'm on Advanced 1 ballet and like got distinctions in all my things. We've just come first in dance competitions, so like, yeah. So it's given me like a little bit of, it's planted a thought in my head. And I mean, I feel like it's too late now this year to look. I don't feel ready to go away yet. If I ever did go to uni and that like kind of college thing, but like I feel like it's given me something to think about over this next year, and this next year could be so good for me to save up some money in order to then go away, because I'll have some money to spend while I'm there, in case I can't get a job easily or like that kind of thing, or if I then decide not to go, it will be a good saving. I can buy a flat, rent it out, buy a flat for myself, live there, I don't know. But I'm now leaning towards the idea of musical theatre, and I think having a year off will be really good for me to save up some money, maybe get some singing and acting lessons, continue on with dance. I think if I can get my splits, it'll, I know it sounds like such a small thing, but I feel like that will just push me further ahead, because I feel like I'm okay, but if I can get those splits, I can do good split leaps and I can do good kicks, it will just push me even further and help me with that. It may be by the end of next year I realise actually no, I really am not good enough, and then I can look into other fields of what I would want to do. When I think in my life what makes me the happiest and what I enjoy the most, that is performing, and I literally love it. I don't know, it's just the best feeling. Thoughts, I think, and also because now I know how much I love my dancing and like performing, I'm struggling doing the photography course, because I kind of feel like it's a waste of time if I'm not going to use it because I want to do something else. But having this qualification will help so much, because having that further level of education from GCSEs obviously is an important thing and can really help out in a lot of jobs. Even if I then decide not to do photography, there are so many other courses where I wouldn't necessarily need a specified qualification to have done, but I will need a distinction or a certain amount of UCAS points, and this is what will give me that. So yeah, next year will involve a lot of looking around open days, lessons, improving, figuring out if I'm okay. I haven't really spoken to many people about this, and now I'm telling the world. But that's currently my thoughts on what I want to be doing. I wouldn't say I'm super stressed at the moment. I'm just kind of, I'm in a weird place, because I'm happy, but then at the same time it feels like there's something off, and I feel like I'm just tired. I'm so flipping tired. Like, I'm falling asleep at college. I've fallen asleep multiple times. I'm falling asleep like whenever there's like a quiet time in lessons. I'm falling asleep when I'm on the bus. I'm falling asleep in the car. Like, I'm coming home and I'm having a nap, and I'm just so exhausted because I'm having no downtime. And I mean, this afternoon, like, I think I'm not doing, so I've said before I've done like shows with Rare Productions, and I'm actually not doing this one. My mum said it's just a lot of money because we've got another show in December, so we're not doing it this time. And I was kind of really annoyed to begin with, and now I'm so glad, because if I was doing that as well, as much as I love it, I would honestly just be like literally dead. Having a Monday night free now is just saving my life, because I've got Tuesday and Wednesdays that I'm at dance, and then Thursdays I'm usually at dance, but we've just finished competitions, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to be there on a Thursday or whether they're going to keep that for show rehearsal, so I could still be there on a Thursday. I'd also been going in on like a Friday and a Saturday to do extra like private rehearsals using the studio, and then also these next couple weeks been going in to Birmingham on a Sunday. I've been into Birmingham 3 weeks in a row. I've got 2 more weeks in Birmingham for dance competitions, so yeah, it's a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I love doing all of my dancing. I actually, like, they're the times where I'm my happiest and I don't feel tired. But then I also have my job now, and when I first started doing all of my dancing competitions, I didn't have a job. And now having a job, I'm working like, it depends. These last couple of weeks I've had a week, but then the week before that I had 4 days. And so it becomes a lot to try and balance everything. And I need the money, which is why I have my job. I need the money. I need it for general stuff. I need it to buy Christmas presents. I need it to buy birthday presents. I need it to pay for my holiday that I've booked. I need it to pay for my car. I need to pay for fuel for my driving lessons. Oh my god, driving lessons are so expensive. I need to pay for like so much stuff that's just kind of all come around. And because I mean, I got a certain amount of driving lessons from my mum and dad, but now I'm solely paying for them, and that's £55 a week going out of my bank account, and I just can't afford it. And so I'm stressing that I'm not going to have enough to pay for my driving lessons, as well as paying for my holiday that I've booked, because when I planned it all out, I was thinking I was going to be, I forgot I wouldn't be earning the same as what I earned in the summer, and so my pay has just kind of dropped dramatically, so I'm not earning as much, so I'm stressing about trying to pay for all of that. I'm also stressing over YouTube, because at the moment I feel like my YouTube is just kind of there. I'm trying, and I just like, I'm so motivated to film and do all of this stuff, but then I film my videos and I just don't have the time to edit, and I just don't have the time to edit it, and I don't have the time to then get it uploaded, and I'm stressing over the time of when I'm going to get it uploaded. But also I'm struggling thinking of ideas, because I love so many different videos, but I hate all of these challenge videos that go around, and I feel like the only way to grow a YouTube channel these days is doing these trends, and I don't want to do it like that. Obviously I'm happy with the amount of subscribers I have, but at the same time, when you put in a lot of work to a video and then it gets half the amount of views you usually get, it's stressful, because I put a lot of time and effort into it, and then when you feel like you're not getting it back, it's hard. And then also just trying to grow it, if I wanted to grow it, that also is so hard, because I don't want to follow the trends and the challenges and like all these videos people are doing, because I don't like them. I personally don't like them. I don't particularly like watching them, and I just wouldn't want to film them. And so trying to find content that I enjoy is difficult, because a lot of the content I may want to film, firstly I would struggle to film, but also not a lot of people would want to watch it, because that's not what people watch. People watch the trends and the challenges because that's what a lot of people like. I'm not too stressed about YouTube. I feel like YouTube has always just been a fun place and like a section of the world for me to have, which I really like, and I like keeping it that way. But I do want to be able to upload and share videos for you guys, which is why I get stressed about it. But I'm not too stressed at the moment. I'm just kind of telling myself, like, YouTube will come when it comes. If you have an idea, you'll have an idea and you'll film it and you'll get it up. If you're too busy at the time, it's gonna have to wait, because it just will. That's life, I guess. So yeah, I just feel like I've got a lot on. Some of the people who I tell this to like, I don't really know how to describe it, but sometimes I'll be like, oh my god, I've had such a busy week, and then a few people will be like, oh well, I had a busy week because I did this, I worked all these hours, or I did all this, and I'm just like, okay. Like, I just kind of don't reply because what's the point? But like, sometimes, like that week, I worked 4 days that week. I was in dance Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I was at dance 6 days that week, and I was in Birmingham all day Sunday, and like I was still doing other work stuff, and it was just like yes, I get sometimes because I'm doing dance people think, oh, it's downtime. It's not, it's a lot of hard work. We've got a show in December, my dance teacher is having a baby, like it's a lot of stress, and I don't know, I feel like sometimes I'll say, oh my god, I've had such a busy week, I haven't had a day off, and that week I didn't have a day off. I didn't have 5 minutes just to sit down and do nothing, and then I'll get like, oh well, I worked this many hours, or oh, I didn't have a day off, when really they did. Like, I remember saying this, and then this person was like, oh well, I didn't have a day off, but they literally had 2 days where they went to Home Sense and something else, and I was just like, I don't know, I just get frustrated sometimes. I feel like every time I say I've been busy, I have to be like one-upped, and I don't really understand that. I mean, cool, you were busy, but so was I. Doesn't mean you have to have been more busy, or I have to have been more busy. I was just saying I'm tired, I haven't had a rest. I don't know. I don't really understand people like that. I mean, I get on with them. It just, things like that, I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I don't know. I just feel like that as well makes me then feel like actually I'm not doing much. So then when I like am literally falling asleep all the time, I then feel like, no, you shouldn't be falling asleep, you haven't actually done that much, when really I have. I've been working so hard trying to get stuff done, working, even like driving lessons. I had my theory test, so I was studying for all of that, and like so much, just like so much stuff like going on all at once. So yeah, that I just feel like there's been so much like all at once, and it's just like, oh, I don't know. And I feel like I need to, you know, I feel like I need to remove something in my life, but I can't remove anything, because the thing I enjoy the most I wouldn't want to remove. I couldn't remove that, because I would honestly hate my life. And the thing that is probably causing me the most stress, I need the money. And so I can't remove it. And then I have college, which is the other thing that I could remove in my life, but I couldn't remove that from my life, because firstly I need to be in education, but also I need a qualification. So yeah, I'm just kind of feeling so drained, but I don't really have a way of fixing that, because I mean, even if I'm working 1 day a week, yeah, I then have a couple days off, but I don't really have the days off. But then I need the money by working more shifts than 1 a week, because 1 a week I can't afford to live off that, at least not on minimum wage. So that's another thought, thinking like, if I worked somewhere else would I get more, but then would the hours not be as good, would the people not be as good? And I mean, I'm currently not thinking of leaving my job because I really like it. I really like the people, I really find it good. It's really good with my hours with dance. I don't know, a lot to think about, just trying to process everything, and I thought maybe talking to her would help with that. Let's see what else I need to flip and cover. There's so many people I need to keep in contact with, and like I love it. I like, obviously I want to keep in contact with them, I just struggle. So there's my friend Daisy, who I haven't seen in a year and a half, and I just feel like it's been so long and we need to see each other, but I feel like sometimes it's hard to like start the conversation to meet them, whether they still want to meet me, I don't know. We've been friends since we were 4. I don't know. I mean back in like the summer she messaged me asking if we wanted to meet up, and I was like, yeah, and then I never got a response after that. So I don't know whether to message again and find out, but then I don't know when to meet up because I don't have the time. And same with just like people from my old school. Like, I want to meet up, but I just don't know when to meet up, so then I feel like I'm drifting from them because I don't feel like I can give them my time, you know? So like people like Zara and Katie, I feel like I haven't seen in ages. I mean, I saw them the other day because it was Katie's birthday, but like I feel like I haven't seen them in so long. And same with like Lucy and Brogan and everyone, because there's just no time. Like, all of my friends all have jobs now. I have a job. We all have like dancing, or Katie has running, and like people have all these different things, so none of us can find the time to meet up. And I feel like it's just difficult because social media, I mean, yeah, there's social media, but like people don't use it. I don't know, people use it all the time, but they don't use it as much to share what they're doing anymore. So I feel like I'm out of the loop of people's lives, so I feel like I need to get back into that. And I feel like that's something that I do need to do. I need to make sure I ask about them more and like do all of this. I just feel like I've run out of time for my friends, and I feel like that's just so bad because they are like the most important people. So yeah, I need to get back on with that and get my friends, not that I've lost them, but you know what I mean. I don't know if you do, but yeah. Oh, also I'm just so annoyed because my lips have gone all gross and like spotty and sore again, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I mean, I thought it was eczema, but it just doesn't, this time it doesn't look like my eczema. So also I need to find out if I'm asthmatic because I can't breathe, and like that test I should have done like 2 months ago, but they never rang up. So then we rang up and then we had to cancel, and then we've had to ring up again. Ugh, drama. There's just so much to do, and then Christmas is soon, so I need to buy loads of Christmas presents, which I'm really excited for, and I'm really excited for December. I just love Christmas time so much. I just feel like I just want Christmas to come around. I feel like it will solve all my problems. Santa, solve all my problems for me this year. I know my problems probably don't even sound, they're not problems to so many people. And I mean, I do have bigger stuff going on in my life that I won't talk about, but these are also important factors in my life, and they're stuff that I do need to think about and I do need to try and get sorted, because every time I go to family events I get asked, so what are you doing after college? What do you want to do with your life? And I never ever say what I want to do. I don't think I ever have, except to my mum, to my nan, and to my dance teacher the other day. So yeah, I always just say I really don't know what I want to do. I just want to stay home and marry someone rich, which I mean, I don't really want to do. I don't actually want to do that. I want to be on stage. But I say that because it ends the conversation. I find those kind of conversations very uncomfortable because, I mean, I don't really know, like, because my sister is a better dancer than me, and I mean, I totally understand that, and she is amazing. So I feel like if I say I want to do something in that, I would be judged in a way. I mean, not that they would think I couldn't do it, I just think we would be compared a lot, and I think we are compared because at dance Gracie's known as like the flexible one, and I'm the one who can't touch their toes. Yeah, so I just hate those kind of conversations where I get asked what I want to do, because I know what I want to do but I don't want to say what I want to do, so I just lie. I do it every time, every single time, and I just hate talking about college as well, because how's college going? Oh, it is, yeah, it's really, really good. I'm actually bored stiff sitting there, but I enjoyed the first year, and now I've realised I don't want to do photography. I don't want to be there anymore, you know? So yeah. Oh, driving. I'm stressed about driving as well, because I feel like I should be better than I am. I'm told I can book my driving test, and I'm like, really? You think I'm good enough? Really? Like, I can't actually remember how to park. I mean, I've only done like 2 sessions on parking. I did like all the bay parks in one and then parallel on another, and I can't remember it. I can remember how to parallel park and reverse bay park. I can't remember how to do like a forward bay park, so that's good. But yeah, I'm just stressed about driving because I feel like I get stressed when I'm driving. When I come to certain places, like I'm fine doing all of the main driving, it's when it comes to roundabouts I panic, and it seems to be traffic lights. I'm not good at starting after traffic lights. I keep stalling, and like I've never stalled on like a busy road or anything, but now I'm scared I'm going to. I've passed my theory test, so I don't have to worry about that. It's just my actual test, affording enough driving lessons, finding the time for the driving lessons. And that's another thing. I've been getting my driving lessons at like 9 o'clock in the morning or 8:30 on my days off, when really I need to be taking my days off to have a lie-in so I can catch up on all like my tiredness I have. Anyway, we're going off the tracks again. So yeah, there's just so much stress in driving. I really want to drive because like today my lesson finished 40 minutes early and everyone could go home, and I sat in that classroom for 40 minutes by myself because everyone else went. Half the people could go get their bus, but because I was getting picked up, I was waiting for my dad, which obviously I'm so glad I get picked up most of the time and not get the bus, but then I had to wait 40 minutes by myself, and also I'd forgotten my AirPods, so yeah, I was just left. Everyone else could go drive home and then I just had to wait. So when I can drive, I'll be able to leave whenever. I'll be able to leave later in the mornings rather than getting there about 20 minutes early. And like, I'm not complaining about my parents taking me at all, like in no way, but I just can't wait to be able to do that myself. But then when it comes to that, like, then there's the yearly like MOTs and services and all of that. Like my car's being looked at on Wednesday, and if anything needs repairing, I can't afford for it to be paid out right now. I would have been able to if I wasn't paying for my driving lessons. So like, I feel like when I've done all the maths of everything, I forgot that I might need to pay for stuff while doing my driving lessons. So like, after my driving lessons are done, I'll be fine. I'll be able to pay for everything. But so much money going out all the time. I mean, at one point I was doing 2 lessons a week. That's £110, even more maybe. 100, yeah, £110 a week going on driving lessons. I mean, obviously that is some people will be like, oh my god, that's so much, and I mean it is a lot, but I was doing 2 2-hour lessons a week. Some weeks I had 3. So yeah, I'm just trying to learn. I want to learn as soon as I can so I can get that freedom, take some time off my mum and dad's hands, like being able to take me and my sister to dance, being able to take myself to work, being able to take myself to college. It will free up so much time for my mum and dad, and it will also free up a lot of time for me, because if I finish certain places I can then go to someone, I can go meet someone, I can go into town for coffee, I can go shopping when I need to. Like, all of these different things is just going to make my life easier, and I feel like once I can drive, there might be some stress taken off of that, and I know there's still going to be the stress about money surrounding cars, but then there's still then less stress because I'm not worrying about, I don't know, it's just all in my head, but yeah. Anyway, I feel like I've got most of that stuff off my mind. I mean, there's stuff that I just can't really talk about because I can't, but I feel like I'm dealing with that in a different way, and so it's okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end this video here. What even is the time? It's not quite midnight, it's 20 to 12 now, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna end this here, and I'm gonna take my makeup off and I'm gonna go to bed, because I mean, I get an extra hour line tomorrow, but yeah. I'm really tired now, and my voice is starting to go croaky, so that means it's time to go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my ramblings. This is going to be getting everything off my mind. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all soon with another video. Hopefully a more put together video. Bye.
I can't breathe without your love.